So we've done price increase, price decrease. I once worked with a business, and I won't say the industry because people might know, but it was an industry where purchase price was around $25 for the item, and it's an item that you would consume. You could even consume it once a week, maybe more often, maybe once a month. Now, I'd been working on the board of directors with these business owners, and nothing was mentioned at the board meeting about price change. I heard in between the monthly board meetings they'd reduced price by 10%, hoping to get an avalanche of people through. But of course, all they did was had about the same number of people through, and working on slim margins, they had probably pushed the business into a point where they were working below their break even. So that's an interesting point. For price increase or decrease, we actually need to know what our break even point is. Break even being what are our costs if not a single person comes in, what are the fixed costs we're paying out, because we don't want to get too close to zero in any pricing situation. Obviously our margins need to be kept up there, but price decrease is virtually never a methodology, virtually never, to make a business profitability difference. All it does is massively erodes your profitability. So you imagine if you are on slim margins, you've got all that base cost, your fixed cost, you've got your team, your business premises, your vehicles, all of those other overhead costs, and then you go out to start charging out. And a lot of the research in the book will show you some examples there with a little table that with an average, say, margin of 35%, I'll just look at my book here, 35% margin, if you do a 10% cost reduction, you often need to have as much as 40% more work. I'll say that again. With a 10% reduction in price, everything 10% off today, I'll do a quote and I'll knock off 10%. If your gross margin to 35%, you'll need to do 40%, almost half as much more work to get the same profit. So good luck with that, because you're working real hard for virtually next to nothing. So a bad move, decreasing price. I'm sure if you get into in-depth research, you'll find some price tables in some businesses where they can show you a lower price is more optimal for purchase. And there's a couple of books that I've looked at recently again where they show you little price tables on what optimal prices are, but that's not about price reduction. That's effectively fishing to search and see what the conversion rate is and the profitability is at certain price points. So do not decrease your prices without considerable thought, and make sure you look at the diagram on this chapter. If you can't afford to buy the book, just email us, markdaniels@actioncoach.com, and we'll shoot you through those price increase decrease diagrams, so you can, or the chapters, so you can have a look at those.